It's Wednesday at 7 p.m. and I'm yelling 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Standard Time. I'm going to keep saying that 5 p.m. on the West Coast because all those people have decided to live with daylight savings time. And we are live. And I'm still not the right coloration, but I don't know what's going on with my camera. I don't know. Bill says I'm sepia, I guess. I don't know what
the something like that is.
But anyways, welcome adventurers. I'm your guide, Sean McZoo, and this is the Reptile Show Reporter. Today, we are celebrating. In this next 2 weeks, we'll be celebrating a bunch because we are celebrating the opening of the Facebook group, Reptile Show Reporters. It wasn't called that before, but it was formed on this day. Facebook was kind enough to tell me that I need to celebrate it. So there you go. We've done it. I'll say it again. But 3 years ago today, I created the Facebook group, so there you go. All right, let's do the music and the music isn't there. I'm gonna have to cue the video file from somewhere else. I can do it right here. All right, got that there. I got to put me over here so I don't know. I still look just as bad. I don't know what I've done wrong with this camera. I just can't seem to get it right. I move my lighting around.
It just doesn't like you, man.
I just look a little shades of brown, so I don't know. I don't have any coloration into me. I look like someone sucked all the blood out of me, but there you go. All right, let's get going, Bill. Marcia Ann was really early today. Oh, Renee was the first, so we're gonna go ahead and let's see, where's Renee here? Renee was first and was complaining that no one else was here.
Yeah.
So she was all alone.
She is a overachiever.
Today, yes. Marcia Ann is here as well. Who else is here, Bill?
We have Mikey Ben.
Mikey Ben. I feel a little tired today, so I'm going to do Mikey Ben and the Canadians. If I could get to it, my mouse hand is not working as fast as it should be. It's actually the mouse is not working on this tabletop that I'm using, I guess. But there we go. Who else?
Alex.
Alex.
Do you have that picture yet?
I don't have the Alex picture. Alex, send me a picture. I'm yelling again. Nate's here.
Nate's here next.
It's Nate. Okay, Nate's here. I hope all is well over there with the cherry head tortoise and the chameleon. Let's see. Who else is here today?
That's it for the people who have spoken up.
Okay, I guess. Well, speak up if you're here. Announce yourself. All right. So, Bill.
Yes, sir.
Announcements. I know you got a lot of them, the book and all that other stuff. What's going on? And your podcast. I listened to your latest podcast, which was about having a North Star.
Yes.
And I just pointed at your direction.
You did what? Oh, Eliza Ann is here.
I pointed what? Who? What?
Eliza's
here. Oh, good Lord. Do we have the squishy cam?
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Wow, I'll get Eliza's picture and you get to the squishy cam and we'll do a bunch of Eliza pictures. There's Eliza looking like she's a chameleon. Yeah. There's Eliza just looking somewhat normal there. And I don't think I have the picture where she's next to you, Bill, up here anywhere. So I don't know, Bill. You got to get going. Get the squishy cam up.
Yeah, Squishy is not. I'm going to be able. I'm going to do Squishy's neighbor because Squishy is not happy with me. I have a video coming out Friday morning. That's about a day in the life of these chameleons, and Squishy is not happy with being on camera.
Oh, there you go. All right. I didn't introduce you, Bill. As usual, Bill Strand, the headmaster of the Chameleon Academy, is my co-host. and Squishy Master and Scat Master and Poop Pesaurus or whatever he might have called himself. Fecal Finding Fellow or something. That's a new one.
So, well, okay. So you were talking about the podcast. I'd really like to hear feedback and what you think.
Live here?
What?
Actually, it was very good. I hate to say. It was good. It actually spoke to me, even though I've already kind of thought that way and what my North Star is. And it's really kind of close to yours, Bills. It's treating my pets the way that, as close to nature as I can within reason. Not creating stress, not creating, hawks to fly over my chameleons and scare them or other predators or allowing them to have pests not pests what am I thinking of
Predators, parasites.
no, parasites, that's what I was trying to say. I didn't have much sleep last night because I had to go get my daughter from the airport because she was in Canada this weekend and flew in awful early, and she kept telling me where she was at because she had 2 flights, and I was woken at like 4 o'clock when she got on the plane, before she got on the plane, and then every couple hours till she got here. But anyways, yeah, oh my gosh, it's early is what I was thinking. Because if I'm up at 4 o'clock, it's usually because I'm still awake. It's not because I'm getting up. So that's a problem. So, but I tried to sleep in, but it didn't happen because I had to go get her. But let's see. I was talking
listened on YouTube, which is significant because I put the podcast on the regular podcast channels on Friday, but on Monday, I put together a video of the podcast as an experimentation to see how it would work. I just did a little bit of an introduction, and then I had a kind of a lo-fi video in the background, which I put together myself, by the way. And so I am glad that people are enjoying the YouTube version of it.
I actually got it on the app, Bill. I knew that it was coming out. I saw it on the app, but I listened to it on Spotify while I was up cleaning my gutters Monday. I was my family had a party planned and someone got ill, so we decided to cancel the party. I don't know why. People are afraid of it, every cold, but I won't speak to that. So I was up there cleaning my gutters like I should have done a couple of years ago, I think. And I was busy walking up the ladder and listening to that on Spotify because that was the one that I could get the best coverage on. And there you go. It was good. It was thorough. It was interesting, even for someone who's sort of advanced, advanced, at least medium.
You've been around for a while.
Been around for a long, long time. 30. My first reptile was 35 or 40 years ago. So there you go.
I'm thinking that I'm going to release them both on Monday mornings, and so Monday can be podcast mornings.
Both meaning
YouTube and the RSS feed.
Okay. All right.
And this next one is going to be an interesting challenge because I'm talking about what's a chameleon like as a pet. So, but I made it so it would appeal to people who are just starting off and trying to figure out if they want a chameleon as a pet, as well as the people who have been around for a long time. So let's see if I am able to thread that needle. And you'll find out Monday. We all will find out Monday.
I didn't realize this laptop was a touchscreen. I just touched it and everything went crazy. But anyways, I'm going to just figure this laptop out because I killed my laptop. I left it out.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Yes, I killed my laptop a couple months ago, but I haven't replaced it yet. It's because I don't want to. So it's easy to use this one. Let's see. So I thought it was great, Bill. I thought it was interesting. I thought it applied to me. I had to think about it. It made me think again about what I'm doing and where I'm going and how I'm going to keep doing different things and what I'm going to do. And it kind of encouraged me not to I have several panther chameleons that I intended to have a breeding plan for, and I just don't think I'm going to breed them right now because there's some urgency because they get older every year, but I just don't want to bring chameleons into the world that I'm not going to do the best with and what have you. So that's what's the latest in my reptile world. I'm trying to reduce the craziness with me. I don't have anything new. I put a video on the the chameleon enthusiast of my frilled dragon eating this afternoon. He was eating
Saw
crickets,
that.
which is one of the things I feed, and it's just really cool when they eat because their frill comes out. I mean, I wasn't full. He was eating facing the other direction. I guess I should have turned him around and turned the food bowl around, and he would have been eating facing me. But the other direction's a blacked out corner of his enclosure, I guess you call it. But it really looked cool, so that was a cool thing to do. So
now, one thing I really hoped with this podcast was that people, especially beginners, or even us, that we would recognize that there is different motivations in the community and perhaps release us from feeling like we have to fight every battle because we're never going to win again if we get into arguments with people who have different priorities in life. And it's not that we shouldn't try to discuss this, we shouldn't try to share with this, but at least we can release the need to go at it and feel like we have to change their mind. So I'm hoping that it helps people feel good at where they are and accept that other people aren't going to be going in the same direction.
Okay, great. All right, Bill, any other announcements?
Oh, we will have a premiere on Friday morning, and I have inadvertently created a 5-day run of Chameleon Academy content where we start on Friday morning with a long form video. We have the Saturday Chameleon Workshop live. Then we have the Sunday Chameleon Chores. And then Monday is now podcast morning. Tuesday is the open question and answer session. So yeah, we got quite a run going. How long did you take to write the last episode? Ooh. See, the thing is, I don't sit down and say I'm going to write an episode. I usually have about 10, 12 ideas and episodes half written and outlined and just not. And so it's when I come to the point and say, okay, now I'm really inspired to finish that one. Then I finish it. So, but something like that, if I started from ground zero and said, all right, I'm going to do something about the North Star, it could take me a whole calendar week of a day to put it together, and then another day to say, okay, I got to change this, and then another couple of days. So yeah, it's when I put together thoughtful episodes like that, not just, okay, this is how you feed a chameleon, but thoughtful episodes like that, it can really take a lot of calendar time because you write it and then you got to think about it and then you say, okay, wait a minute, I want to do that again. So there's a lot of revision that needs to go into it.
Okay, great.
That's the
all right.
Mikey's question.
So I actually did have a topic in mind today, Bill.
Oh, good. Now I have something to rebel against.
Well, you can't because you're going to be speaking about the topic.
Oh, man.
Michael Nash and his partner from Madagascar got their paper published this week about the plants that are killing the little baby chameleons. Can you give us more details and update us on what happened there and how that happened?
Yeah,
and how
because
that way.
Okay, so Michael and Patrick is his name. They got this together, and I mean, Patrick was pointing out there's this plant that kills chameleons, and it's kind of like just talking about it like it exists. And when I saw this plant about to kill a chameleon, I just assumed, wow, nature is horrible. I didn't realize it was an invasive plant. And
so it is an invasive species.
yes,
It's a plant that, and where did it invade from? Do we
it
know?
was originally used for, I forget where it came from, but it was originally used for cattle feed. So the
Okay.
cattle would eat it, and so they
So
brought it over
humans
to feed
planted it
cattle.
for cattle feed, but they didn't eat enough of it. So it's invasive.
They stopped using it for cattle feed, but it
It
spread, and
grown.
nobody cared because no, I mean, it didn't hurt the cattle at all,
Mhm.
but nobody connected that. Okay, now it's killing baby chameleons,
Mhm.
and all it takes is for a one of these plants to grow right above a place where the chameleons are hatching, and you've lost an entire clutch. So it was Dr. Nash that realized, wait a minute, this shouldn't be, and this is dangerous, and maybe we can do something about it. And so he
Okay.
and Patrick wrote this paper. I mean, Michael did the writing of the paper, but it used information from Patrick. And by the way, Patrick is the guide that I go with, so I know Patrick very well.
Wait a
And
minute, Bill. Newsflash: Stephanie
whoa,
Payne has arrived.
all
So
right, we can take a break for this.
not gonna. Okay, give Stephanie a picture. All right, let's go. Let's just got to get the right Stephanie Payne though. There we go.
Yeah,
This is the right Stephanie
yeah.
Payne. There we go. All right. Welcome, Stephanie. Thanks for joining. Yeah, you're late, and we're gonna talk about you. All right. So, what do we do about this plant, Bill?
Okay, well, so Michael wrote a paper on it, and the benefit of this is it enters it into the scientific record. Once there's a paper, a peer-reviewed paper written about it, it gets elevated to, okay, this is official. So he had that written, and there it just takes time for it to get published. And so he wrote that, but then got together with me and I said, we can do something. What can we do? We can do something about this, right? And he said, well, it's going to take money. And, I could work with Wildlife Madagascar, and, they could probably help out. And I said, okay,
Everything takes money, Bill. Everything
eh,
takes money.
yes. And I said, okay, my little part of this, I can do this fundraiser. And the community is going to want to do this. The community, I mean, that's one thing. We want to do something. We want to do good in the world. And a lot of times, everybody else, we're frustrated that there's no real good way to do it. We say, okay, I'm going to breed something so we can keep it from going extinct in the wild. That doesn't work. We can never put anything back into the wild. It just doesn't work that way. So this is the one way that we could actually do something. So we had the fundraiser, and many people here were part of it. And that money went to Wildlife Madagascar. Wildlife Madagascar worked with Michael Nash to put together some posters that are now being printed up and putting into the area. And then what Dr. Nash came on to Facebook to announce is that the paper was officially published. And so now it's out in the wild.
Stop the presses again, Bill. We got another late guy.
Do we have a picture of Wayne Beatties?
No.
Oh, wait. Well, so anyway, I am excited. I'm going to be going back to Madagascar in January, and I am hoping, depending upon where Wildlife Madagascar decides to put these up, but hopefully they're in the Rana area where I can take a look and take pictures and get back to and show everybody this is what you did. This is a real thing that is happening that we did, which very proud of
So
that.
they're pulling up the plants, or what's going on? What
They're going to be doing is pulling up the plants, and this is something that can be pulled up, and they're
isn't
working
like the thistle weed that's all around my house, and we have to pull it from the roots and burn it to the ground and
it's
get
not
a
that
nuclear weapon with it, and still
it's
doesn't
not
die.
that bad.
Okay.
It's now you do one sweep and you get them, and of course they're all through the forest, so it's not like you can you're going to eradicate it anytime soon. But with Wildlife Madagascar, I believe they're having a bounty system, or they're putting something together that's going to work with the local populace. Mm-hmm. And so over the months, months and seasons and years, this can happen now, whether they need additional funding in the future. If they do, and yeah, say I go to Madagascar and I can document how effective this is, they come back to me and I'll do another fundraiser. We'll keep it going, because I saw it. I saw a chameleon on this plant and it was horrible. It was, I mean, that was
Don't
2 years.
describe it, Bill. We don't need those nightmares tonight. I had too many nightmares.
It was jarring to know, wow, nature.
Maybe that's why I'm in dark mode here today, Bill.
Maybe. So
this is nightmares.
This is more than just a concept or a nice to have or a, well, we don't want something invasive in here. No, it's a horrible killer of chameleons. And so we're doing something really good by doing this. So, and I'll let you know if they need more to fund this, because I'm there to eradicate this thing.
All right. So I'm once again going to encourage the people to send pictures to my Sean at reptileshowreporter.com website, or email, I guess. Or there's a whole bunch of emails. Sean at McZoo Exotics as well as mine as well. So whatever you like to do, send it to my message me on my Instagram or my Facebook group or anywhere. So anywhere, please. I don't care. I just won't show you. And maybe people wanted to be, maybe people are in the witness protection program. We don't know. They could be very secretive, and you could just send anyone's picture. I don't care. I'm not going to know if it's you or not.
Well, a lot of these people here are going to be at the 10th anniversary, so I'm going to be able to get you.
So where, Bill, do we find the information about the 10th anniversary? What's going on? What hotels? What time and date and all the stuff? Where's the best place to look?
The best place here. Let me get continue. Let me get so I can get into the chat. I'm signing up so I can get into the chat. Okay, so information is generally being on my newsletter and on my live sessions. I've been sending that out. But there is a sign up that you have to do. Now, Eliza Ann has said that there may be some, we can still sign up if we want to. So if anybody wants to sign up, let me know, and I'll make sure that Eliza Ann gives a 2 thumbs up that we can still add people. But we're gonna see a lot of people. Eliza Ann's going to be there. Stephanie's going to be there. Marsha's going to be there. Renee's going to be there. Nate is going to be there. So we're going to have a lot of people finally meeting people in person for the first time.
I am thinking about it, Bill. There's a lot of things going on at that time, and I have to get a real ID in order to fly, because I'm not going to drive one of my vehicles out there because it's 33 hours just for a 4-hour thing. At the very least, there's going to be a remote option where I could be with Mr. Cross announcing it, right? Or whatever.
Oh, that's going to be the book signing.
That's a book
I haven't
signing.
finished my announcements, of course, but
all right.
But everybody, there is a weekend full of events, Friday and Saturday full of events.
Mm-hmm.
And those things fill up. Like Eliza just said that the cave hike on Friday morning has filled up, so we can't do that anymore. But things like the Saturday afternoon, the Friday evening dinner, you can come. You don't have to sign up for that. The going to the Museum of Paleontology on Saturday. I mean, there's no limit to the number of people. And of course, the celebration itself at Clint's Reptile Room,
We
I'll
should
have to
live
see.
stream from there, Bill. At least I could be there that way.
I will be live streaming from there.
Well, then I should be able to join it, right?
Well, yeah, everybody can enjoy it.
No, join it from here. If I had to, if I couldn't get my ID in time or get the whatever else.
Well, you could be part of the live stream.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, anybody, there's going to be a live stream going on.
You know, Bill, if I actually come out somewhere where you're physically at, I could meet you and the two of us could be in person in the same space.
Yes.
And that really, I don't know if that's going to happen. That you know, that might end the universe. That might be crossing the streams on the on Ghostbusters or
I don't know what
some
to tell
other
you.
stuff. That could be, you know, light matter and dark matter meeting, and boom, the end of the universe. And that could be, we
live on the edge, Sean.
I don't know. You know, that what did they had that one? We had that one collider over in Europe that was trying to do something that was potentially could explode the world.
Something's happening. I think your options have been eliminated. Marcia says we want Sean there. I'm afraid you're going to have to get that real ID.
There's complicated stuff. I had to get my note. I washed my social security card many moons ago.
Marcia is wanting to hear excuses,
and I have to wait for the new one to come in. My birth certificate. I have to get a copy of it, and actually I have a fledged copy of my birth certificate that I never looked at closely enough to realize my
Marcia,
name was spelled wrong.
You and me, blah blah blah, lots of blah
it's like,
blah.
What the heck?
You need to get that real ID, anyways.
Why?
Because it's the new ID that you need.
No, actually, I do.
You don't want to have to do this every time you say, "Well, I think I'm going to go somewhere." You need the real ID so you can.
And then I have to fly, Bill.
Yes, you need it. You need it just to have it. So if you ever want to go somewhere, then you can.
I know I'm going to get it. My employer is going to require it at some point to get my ID. So I'm going to get it. It's just a matter of how fast I can get it done.
Oh, dang. Renee's on board. We would love to see you. Oh, you do not want to disappoint Renee. If you make Renee cry.
Well, here we go,
bad.
Bill.
That's bad.
I could do this show the following week and everyone can complain. So I have a whole show topic. Maybe a month's worth of show topics to have everybody complain.
Okay. All right.
The cross man is spelling my name wrong, but still.
Yeah, well, perhaps if you go, he'll spell it right to honor that. James is there.
Let's show James' picture, I guess. Well, let's see. There we go. There's the Fog Master. That's not what his name is. It's the Fog Father. That's what it is.
Fog Father, yeah.
Cat Master. That's your name, Bill. But okay.
Boy.
Hey, I can only do what I can do.
Is that necessary? All right. So did that answer your question about...
How can she help me get a real ID? I know what to do. I just got to go do it. I got to have a day where I can do it. I'm busy, people. You think I don't have anything to do, but I'm busy.
Sean.
That's why I stopped recording podcasts. Not just because my computer died. I got a computer right here, but because I'm just busy. I got stuff to do. I got 5 kids, a wife. That's a life. I got a house full of animals. And I don't mean my children.
Yeah. But Renee's probably meaning not necessarily the steps to go through, but the therapy to help you get past your mental excuses. I mean,
I don't do therapy, Bill. Therapy messes with your mind. I'm not gonna
try to just say it like it is, you know.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not an advocate. All right.
Okay, all right. Get your real ID and no help needed. Oh yeah. First DIY video. James has come far. You guys see when James first came on to the Chameleon Academy podcast, He was stiff, and he just barely got through it. Fast forward to the end of DIY Chameleon, guys, and he's got a professor wig on and hamming it up.
That is truth. That is
Yeah,
truth.
we discovered the true James.
We pulled him out of his shell, I guess. I only had
It
him on
didn't
here a
take
few
long,
times.
by the way.
What?
It didn't take long. Once he
No,
once
it
he
didn't.
figured things, I said, "Wait a minute, I like this." There was no stopping him.
All right, Bill, I'm exhausted, and then everybody's complaining at me, so
We've
I'm gonna go.
exhausted him. That's okay. We've given you something to think about. You've got your action
All
items.
right, thanks everybody for giving me something to think about. I will do my best. Have a good
All
night.
right. See you all Monday morning. No, Friday morning. Friday morning, 5 a.m. I'm getting that video
Wow,
together.
I almost ended it, Bill, before you really announced it.
Woo!
Are you good? We good?
Woo! We're
Friday?
good. We're good.
Yes?
Okay.
Okay.